Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Pre-Market Live Show. Today is Tuesday, November 11th. It is Veterans Day. Happy Veterans Day, all you veterans. And let's see what the market looks like. All information presented here is for educational and informational purposes only. Not intended as financial advice. So always do your due diligence. Let's see what the heat map. It is a little bit red this morning. Nvidia is down, Microsoft, Google, Meta, Tesla. The rest of the market's a little bit flat. Your SPY is down just a little bit. Your Qs are down a little. Nothing too crazy right there, as you can see. And your SPY did pull back. It's under your trend line just a little bit right there. Looked like it wanted to continue its way up. Now it looks like it wants to pull back a little bit. So we'll be keeping our eye on that this morning to see what it wants to do as it opens. And your Qs are down, still over, like right on that trend line, but do look like they want to pull back at the minute. That's what your SPY looks like. Doesn't look terrible, and your Qs right there don't look terrible. So we'll see. It is kind of a slow morning there, Laptop Travel. I agree. Mag 7, not so magnificent this morning. I would agree with you on that. So let's look at our Jolie's jumpers and see what's going on over there. Then we'll check out the rest of the market and go from there. So ARTL, if I type it in correctly, it is down a little bit. Let me go over here. It's easier on these guys. ARTL, and it was jumping up yesterday, just kind of bounced around a little, and there wasn't a whole lot bouncing around this morning. I know that ASBP, or at least running, there was some bouncing around, like ASBP was bouncing around, but there was nothing really running. Big Bear right here ran up a little bit more after yesterday, so that was a good one. And I had that on the night note. Bodie right there, BODI, Beachbody, and that was running up yesterday, pulling back a little bit. CYCU, and that did pop up this morning. So there you go. It went from 355 to 548. It's at 340 right now. So if you're not in them, playing them at 4 a.m., like we say, you just can't really. Well, this one might have closed a little lower, so you probably be up. It did close at 283. So you are up on that one right there, CYCU. But a lot of these go lower than the close price. GLTO right there. Another one popped up yesterday, just bouncing around, and GORV is looking pretty good to get set up. We could keep an eye on that one. KLTR right here, and that spiked up. Calter or something, not familiar with that one, but it did spike up there this morning. Some more MSP recovery, not sure what's going on here, but it was jumping up yesterday in the after hours and jumping up again today. And Open Door was running up yesterday, just kind of hanging out there this morning. PHIO, that's just getting set up. Could be a good one to keep an eye on. And STEC dipping down right there. Ran around a little yesterday, but there you go with your Jolie's jumpers. Thank you, Asian Jolie. Greatly appreciate those. And let's see what else is going on over here. That BODI and CYCU, KLTR right there, and GLTOs and Big Bear. So all ones we looked at. Had ABSP and Big Bear, but closed both out early. CYCU was off your overnight watch list. There you go. Laptop Travel had that one. Let's look and see what the news stories say real quick. We'll look at crypto, see what that's up to. Solana's at 163, Ripple's at 246, Bitcoin's at 105, 280, so pull back a little bit. Chainlink at 618, and let's see, Cardano's at 58 cents right there. So here we'll just look at crypto. It is pulling back just a little bit, and again, I didn't think it was going to go through the MACD anyway, so that's what we might be seeing, that bounce down, and nothing real crazy, just getting set up. So that is exactly what I was talking about right there, not getting through the MACDs. And as you can see, Bitcoin, Solana, Ethereum, all of them hitting the MACD. We'll see. I didn't think they'd be getting through today anyway, and we'll see what they want to do as it approaches later on. And Ripple right here trying to run up. It is on the 20. It's one of the few ones that's right up there. XLM, Stellar, sitting there hitting the 20 right there. Chainlink was also hitting the 20. And Optimism right there is over to 20 as well, and just kind of pulling back. So there you go with your Bitcoin report, or crypto report, and Bitcoin report this morning. Open a pump, and I would be wary of insider selling into. Oh yeah, absolutely. With Open Door, ASST, any of them things that are really getting pumped right there. I'd definitely be careful with them. And watching Ethereum and BMNR right there, it is getting to be in a good spot right there. It's going to probably pull back a little bit. Look at it getting set up. I think BMNR goes through this time. time on this curl up is what it looks like. So again, I don't know if crypto will go through just yet on this look. I didn't think so yesterday anyway. And it's hitting the MACDs right there. And we'll see what it wants to do. So there you go with your crypto report. And let's go ahead, look at our SPY Mag 7 and all them. First, we'll go through the news stories. Tech bounce stalls. Wells Fargo says lock in gains in tech and invest here instead. I wonder where they say to invest, maybe in Wells Fargo. Stock futures are a little changed. After big rally in prior session, tech shares under pressure. AI fueled the market rally. Earnings are given it staying power, and stocks slip as NVIDIA CoreWeave revive AI jitters right there. So there you go with some news stories. Let's see what our Mag 7 and all them guys look like. Our SPY is down a little bit, down $1.22. The Qs are down $2.18. Again, they don't look bad, though. I'm not going to lie. They could pull back up this morning. We'll see how it opens up. But let's go through and see what else everything's looking like. Apple, look at that look right there. Holy cow, if it's building the base for something, I don't know what the heck it's doing, but it is building a nice base up there. I got to look into Apple today and see what the heck is going on with that chart. AMZN right here. Here is your Amazon trying to curl up. It's down a little bit, bouncing around this morning. And Google wasn't looking bad, and that's pulling back a little bit. It's in the top and doesn't look bad. Still up there. Meta was pulling down a little bit again today. So we'll see what that wants to do. And I do think they do have to they have to bounce around a little bit. Microsoft was popping up yesterday and is pulling back this morning. And what about your NVIDIA pulling back a little bit? So there you go. And again, I don't think that they're crossing through. I think they're still getting set up. And Tesla right here is having a little bit of pullback. So we'll see if that one can get cruising today. And let's look at the rest of these guys, Robin, and hopefully your Tesla gets moving. And AMC right there is all the way down at the bottom, and it is hanging out. So wait for that. It's getting set up pretty quick, pretty soon. GameStop right there down at the bottom and could get curling up. Chewy right there, just kind of flat, but Unity's been looking good. It is down this morning, but this one's been up and looking good right there. Netflix is up a little bit today, but nothing real crazy. And again, it's not really a popping morning. It's kind of slow. As a matter of fact, AVGO down a little bit. That was up pretty big yesterday. And MU and our semiconductors, the rest of these, a little bit of pullback. TSM pulling back some more today. And let's see what SMCI is up to. Super Microcomputer, and that's pulling back. So it does look like you have some pullback period. And they're not exactly ready to run, but I think they'll be bouncing around as they get set up. AMD right here wants to get set up, but not ready just yet. Can't get through to 20 right there, so we'll be keeping an eye on that. And QCOM right here is up a little bit and not, or up a little bit, down a little bit, and in that channel is what I meant to say. It's not, definitely not up a little bit. It's definitely down this morning. And Snow right here is down a little bit, so Snow's coming down to that trend line. And PayPal is up a little bit. Look at that. I didn't look at that this morning, but it is up a little bit. Nothing real crazy. And then Intel and Dell and these guys were down a little bit. They look like they're coming down. Remember, I was saying Dell looked like it was dipping. So I think the money moved out of these guys. And again, it's just kind of rotating the money. And you just got to follow the sectors that it wants to get into. And it was obviously IBM, and some of these were popping just before. They're pulling back now. As you can see, Palantir jumping up yesterday after its pullback, not looking bad there. And Sophie right here is down a little bit, but nothing crazy right there. And what about Mara and Riot? They are just kind of hanging out as crypto is getting set up. There you go. It looks like it bottomed out Friday, and they're getting set up right there. So that does not look bad. Clean Spark right there, another situation. That one could try to base out and go down a little bit. Doesn't really have much support down there. Let's put it that way. So it could go down with the 20 over top of it. And let's see what your micro strategy is doing, just sitting on that trend line as well, waiting to get moving. So good old Sayers just hanging out. Robinhood right here is in that channel trying to get set up, and Coinbase is pulling back a little bit. And then Bull is also just a little bit of pullback. So they do have a little setup period, but Webull, this one is an interesting one. I don't know if it's getting through this time. It looked like it wanted to. It's out of the basement, but or not out off the bottom right there. I don't think it was in the basement. Never got in there. It was close right there, but never really got in. And it is trying to curl up. I think Weeble has a chance of getting through right here to try to start making that run back up. So we'll be keeping an eye on that one. And if not, obviously, the next time it's definitely going through space right here. A little bit of pullback, kind of flat, nothing really crazy. Has trend line below it. Boeing right there, just flattening out. And that's making a base. And we'll see another one if it actually wants to get curled up, or is it going to base down right there? DJT, a little more pullback. And it's still in the basement, just sitting right on that line right there. Nike was looking a little better last night, and we'll see. It's trying to get out of the basement, so keep an eye on that. Lulu wasn't looking bad either, and that's pulling back, hitting that trend line. So they don't look as good as they did yesterday, let's put it that way, but they're not looking bad. McDonald's trying to bounce off of that bottom trend line and support line right there. And Disney right here, Luis Rodriguez. Look at this thing going into its earnings. You better be careful with that put right there. November 13th is their earnings, and today is the 11th. So holy cow, you have 2 days, Thursday, to figure out what you want to do right there. And Oxy right here looks pretty good. We were saying it doesn't look bad. ExxonMobil, that's up a little bit more this morning. So your oil and gas looking pretty good. Gush is just hanging out right there, and Boyle is down. That's your natural gas. And let's see what DXYZ is up to, and that's down a little bit. So there you go, everybody. And let's see what else is going on right here. AXTI, let's see, you're still holding out hope for that one. It didn't get moving like you wanted it to, but it still doesn't look bad right there. You were saying this last night. You were looking for it to try to get to up to like 14. It ran up a little bit this morning, and we'll see. It does not look bad, Laptop Travel, to try to continue some momentum. So I agree with you on that one. And let's see what else is going on here. Open Door, BMNR. And there's a couple right here. Let me look at them, guys. The other crypto ones over here, like ORBS, and these ones, ORBS right there, up a little bit. This thing's been getting set up. Look at that thing. Holy cow, that's a beautiful setup right there. I would have to assume, and I mean, you would think it's going to go through. It may just kind of go back off a little bit, and then that next one's going to go through. So it's definitely getting set up really soon right here. TONX up a little bit this morning, and I'm telling you, I would assume that they're going to drop their PR. That their revenue and earnings just came out on the 7th or something, or whenever they were. I'm not even sure when they even had them, but they were in a quiet period and they never PR'd that news that came out. So I would assume that's going to be coming out. It looks pretty good. And Strategy right here, just kind of hanging on for dear life. It keeps dropping the support line for it. So it's just kind of running along with Strategy, which makes it look like it's pretty good. And here's your MicroStrategy option income right here, and another one just trying to hang out at the bottom waiting. So they're just waiting for crypto to get rolling. Hood right there, it does look like it has a little bit of pullback as it's getting set up. BKKT, that Backett Holdings, that jumped up yesterday. I remember seeing it. And this has a little setup period. Your 20's coming down. So I don't really think it's going to run up over that 24.67 in the next week or so, but definitely one to keep an eye on as it gets set up. BKKT and ABTC right here is your American Bitcoin. And it was looking pretty good last night. It's getting to be in a good spot. I'd keep an eye on this. But I think as long as Bitcoin and crypto are staying down, this is going to hold itself back. So maybe it stays in this channel right here, but it would like to pop up. And it looked like crypto wanted to start running. And obviously, it is not doing that. It's just a little healthy pullback, nothing crazy. We looked at it. So that is what they look like right there. Laptop Travel in UAMY. Let's see what that is up to right here. UAMY, that's up a little bit, but another one, I don't know if it's really ready. Look at that flat look right there. And it looks like it wants to go up, but at the same time, that 20 is pushing down. So it could definitely come down on it, and we'll see what wants to happen. And MP right here is MP Materials, and another one. This one's getting set up. I know it jumped up, and they're hitting the MACDs. I don't think that they're ready to go through, guys. That's what it looks like to me. And it looks like they're just taking their time. Maybe maybe the government shutdown will get them going through. That's what it could be right here, and that's what they could be waiting for. And I know today it was about the Senate, it's going to the House or whatever. So the Senate passed it last night, I believe, and then the House has to pass it, and then I guess Trump signs it or whatever. So I'm not exactly sure. Let's see when the shutdown says it might. Oh, what did I just do? I just like saved the page. Hold on, let me get out of that. And let me not hit that one. I don't want to save the page. I just wanted to see November 14th right there. So that would be Friday. So it does. It looks like this whole week, it looks like it wants to set up right here. This says the 12th through the 15th. It looks like it's 100% slam dunk. So it looks like by Saturday, guys, the shutdown will be resolved right there. And then if you look at this, check it out. I did notice this yesterday or last night. I was looking at them, and your decrease for your 25.25 is down for your Fed decision, but I don't think that's going to hold in. I think they're just kind of stair stepping around, and I think it'll go up. So I do think we're definitely going to see that. Another rate cut there, December 10th. We'll keep an eye on that one right there. But let's look at these guys. And AIP right here is looking bad. I know Godfather had mentioned this guy. And let's see, it is sitting on that trend. It actually looks pretty good right there, hitting this trend line right there. It looks like it does want to bounce up with their 20 underneath of it. So I would say that does look pretty good. And the fact that those two are up, Luis Rodriguez indicates a mistrust of China and their commitments to ease. So, UAMY and MP, I agree right there with the metals and stuff. So, yeah, these ones I think are getting set up. I just don't think they're absolutely ready. And again, government shutdown Friday could change it all around. So, oh, Luis Rodriguez, it's snowing out there this morning. Holy cow, that's pretty wild. It's snowing in New Jersey. I didn't even look outside, actually. I usually do every morning, and I don't even think I did yet today. Maybe I did. I don't even remember. Guys, QuantumScape pulling back a little, has that support down there. So, Joseph, that looks like it could have a little bit of pullback as the market is still getting set up right here. And let's see, QS right there. And it is, it looked like it wanted to get back over to 20. We'll watch it today, but it does look like it's in this little channel right here. And the 20 is trying to push it around, push it down. We'll see. Obviously, the market could change around and go green at any point today, and these things could just pop right back up. JNUG's up, and gold was looking good. I mean, we were talking about that last night, and that was looking really nice. And there you go with NUG. That's up a little bit right there as well. So there you go with them. And Barrick Mining's also looking pretty good. I know that. So there you are with your gold ones. SRDX was cruising up there. I did just see that on the FinViz, I think. Yeah, SRDX. And that's getting pumped up somehow for some reason. I'm not sure what's going on there this morning, but something's happening. And there you are. They announced something yesterday. I don't even know what it says. But anyway, it is jumping up at the moment. It's in the top. It looks like it's going to be bouncing around there for right now. It's accumulating. Holy cow, I got to go look at it out there, Luis Rodriguez. I had no idea it was even snowing in New Jersey. So interesting right there. And BTU, maybe it's just up north. I'm not sure. I'll have to go out and look. I can't see from down here. Actually, what am I talking about? I'll just open up the ring and see what it looks like out there, and then it's that simple. I have cameras all over the house. What am I talking about? Let me see. It's not snowing here, I don't think, Luis Rodriguez, so you might be getting lucky up there. Yeah, definitely not snowing here. It's pretty clear out there, just a little windy. So you're getting lucky you got a little snow. Sam said you can keep the snow. What happens in New Jersey stays in New Jersey. You're not kidding, Sam. And so, yeah, it looks like up in North Jersey towards the New York area, it could be snowing down there. Philly area and South Jersey, we are not snowing right now, but it is pretty chilly out there. I can see that wind blowing around pretty well. So anyway, maybe we just needs a nudge, a little tweet right there, and I don't disagree. So yeah, the market's a little flat this morning, guys, just kind of hanging out. That I look at everything BTU. These were just thermal coal ones, and they are getting set up as well. We were looking at them the other day. FTHM. And that is a real estate one. That one has earnings. It looks like today you keep an eye on that one for the earnings right there. And let's see, KOPN right now. And that's at Copen. And Laptop Travel would like that up there when it was popping up. And now it's dipping down. I think it has a little setup time right there. And there you go. And yeah, snow out there, huh, Luis Rodriguez? That's pretty awesome. And all before Thanksgiving. Look at that. So I think we're going to get some snow this year, to be honest with you guys. It looks like that kind of a setup on the maps and stuff, and it looks like it could be a snowy season. So we will see what happens with that. We haven't really had really good snowstorms around here. Not too many big ones, that's for sure. Like when we have like major blizzards, so it's always nice to get a good one like that. Like when you get like 6-7 inches of snow, it's awesome. Everyone can go out and have fun, go sledding and all that good stuff. But anyway, that's snow, and we're getting ready for the winter, guys. It's getting cold out there, I can tell you that. And it's already snowing in North Jersey right there. So interesting stuff and interesting market right there. I mean, it is just completely flat. SPY is just down a little bit right there, and your Qs are down a little bit as well, but they're still sitting on that, like right around that trend line right there, trying to hang on, but they look like they could be pulling back at the moment. So we'll be keeping an eye on that as the market wants to open up. It does not look like anything too exciting is going on. I meant to hit the minute chart just to see. And yeah, they're just kind of fading around here, not really doing a whole lot. And the Qs as well, just kind of bouncing around right there. So we'll see how it sets up as it gets ready for that 9:30 area, 9:15 when it starts trying to get ready for the morning. And we'll see what the market looks like right there. And Copen, you're waiting for your re-entry on that one right there. And let me see that ASTS right here. Up a tiny bit, not looking bad. It has to get set up. ONDS up a tiny bit as well. That's curling up. We bought some options in that space. We did look at just kind of flat, waiting to get set up right there. Lunar right here in aerospace and defense one, and they all look kind of similar right there. Joby just had its earnings. It was kind of jumping up there and just curling up. I mean, we just have to see. I don't think they're getting through right now. And again, maybe on Friday, it'll be a completely different story. But right now, it's kind of flat in the market at the moment as we wait for this government shutdown, I think, to resolve itself. And I know there's some earnings. I don't know exactly who reports today. We'll look at that later on. And I'll just go over and see if there's anything interesting trending that we should be looking at this morning. I mean, and let's see what's going on if this thing hops on here. Let's see. NBIS looks like it's up right there. If I put it in, yeah, NBIS trying to anyway. Again, another one. That one's getting set up right there. CoreWeave's down, and that's down pretty big. Look at that bad boy dipping down. I don't know. Did they just have their earnings yesterday? Was it or today? They did have them yesterday, and it's still dipping down right there. What's that CORZ doing? That's also dipping down right there. The big bear is up. We were talking about it last night, and there you go with BBAI. And let's see, NVIDIA is down right. Oh, we looked at NVIDIA. It is also down this morning. AVXL, that one is just kind of hanging out. I had a big dip there yesterday. And SE right here is CLTD, and that's just bouncing around right there. So some interesting ones right now. FBRX, this has been running up a little bit right there. You keep an eye on that biotech one. Not sure what they have going on, but that's what the market looks like this morning, guys. Not a whole lot. Like I said, a little flat. A couple of Mag 7s are a little bit down there, and that is what's going on. So be sure to follow along on X, YouTube, Instagram, all that good stuff. Thanks for tuning in. Greatly appreciate it. Luis Rodriguez, earnings guidance disappointed. And yeah, I think a lot of that look good going into the earnings anyway. At least the stock charts didn't. So, I base everything off of that. And I don't think the stock charts really factor in the actual earnings reports, to be completely honest with you. I mean, it doesn't seem to be. It seems like earnings just do what they want to do that day. I don't know. I don't really get it completely, but that's why I don't play with the earnings, because I just don't understand it, and it doesn't reflect in the charts to me anyway. So there you go, Laptop Travel, and Sam, and who else? Joseph was on there as well. We know Robin's hanging out, going to work, and Doge Mama 9, and of course Asian Joe Lee. And Sinez Tech, real quick. Let's see what is it doing. Ben's supposed to have that interview, pulling back a little bit. Let me look at it over here and see. They had news come out. That one looks really good right there. I'm telling you. And they always do interviews with Ben, and it seems to pop up. So keep an eye on that. And FGNX looking pretty good right there, guys. I must say. So we'll be. I have to find out what's going on with that one. FGNX and doing the interview. So yeah, that one actually looks good to start crawling up, and the chart looks pretty good as your 20s coming down. So there you go, Laptop Travel and everybody else. Thanks again for tuning in. All information presented here is for educational and informational purpose only, not intended as financial advice. So always do your due diligence, and that's what the market looks like. A little bit red to start, more flat than anything, and your Mag 7's down a little bit, so it's pulling the Qs and the SPY down a little. But we'll see how it wants to open up as it gets to 9:30, because it is completely flat. And we do know it can change around relatively quick right there, and it is just kind of bouncing around. It's not really doing a whole lot, so it could easily crawl up, and it could crawl up, hit the MACD lines, and then come down. We could even see that. And the snow did stop there, Luis Rodriguez. So there you go. So yeah, a little quick snowstorm in New Jersey, up in North New Jersey today, and getting ready for winter, everybody. So there you go. And we're getting ready to crush the market for another day. So we'll see what's going on. And that's what's happening. And we'll see what's going on as the market opens up. I'll be on in the Discord with Ben, obviously, and we'll keep you guys posted. So there you go, everyone. And you guys enjoy your day. Be sure to trade smart, lock in those profits. Goodbye. Good luck. See you later. And have a great day, everybody.